Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the tower, and I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. If you need this reading, I hope that it helps you and it gets you through your tower moment or helps you maybe avoid one. What I do here is I draw two cards from the Major Arcana deck like this. We'll look at the bottom of the deck for more information, and then we will clarify over here for more, clarity. And then, all of these messages are timeless, so whenever you're watching this is when the universe wanted you to see it. There are no star signs. Everybody gets to play. Collective rating for all, and the YouTube laws say that I have to ask you to subscribe to the channel because if I don't, I get arrested by the YouTube police, and I don't want that. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. And you don't have to subscribe. It's totally free, and I try to upload every day. So, with all that out of the way, let's get right to it. Strength card on this side of the tower means you lost something along the way. You couldn't hold back anymore. You lost your temper. You lost your cool. You lost your inner strength. Strength card is never about physical strength in the tarot deck because it's always about energy. So you something got to you. Something bugged you a little bit more than it should have, and you struck out when you shouldn't have done that. We all do it. No human is perfect. We all have our limits. And this might have been a trying time for you. You hit your limits and you just went on a rant. Even if you were 100% right. That's the thing. You can be 100% right and no one around you gets it, either because there's an energy difference, a level difference. It's like talking to a brick wall, right? It's like you could tell people the truth and they wouldn't understand. And you just get mad and frustrated over it, and what are you going to do, right? And then it leads to the tower. The tower, of course, is a mess of a card. You will have consequences for your actions, even though you probably don't deserve it. We will clarify. And that leads to the judgment card. So now you're going to have to make a choice about yourself. You're going to have to do the thing, you're going to have to go, okay, now how can I prevent this from happening again? We all lose our temper, we all lose our cool, we all lose our inner peace sometimes to different things. But yeah, we don't have to do that again. We can learn from this experience. So how does this end here at the bottom of the deck? Oh, well, we got the Fool and the World card, the first and the last card, I guess, because the Fool card is about starting a new life, and the Closure card is the World card, moving on to something new. So, yeah, you are definitely moving on to a new part in your life. I think you're going to be able to close this chapter out. You're going to learn a lot from it. But let's see what's got you all. What tested you? What tested you? Two of Wands, stuck. You're not going anywhere. You feel like things aren't moving forward. Worry. Yeah. Are you talking to a kid? You talking to somebody younger who just doesn't understand? Nine of Cups. Wishes not being met. Yeah, this is the energy of talking to somebody who just doesn't understand. Okay, they don't get it. This is somebody in your energy. Maybe you don't even know them. It could be an online thing. It's like this person would live their life in such a way that would hurt you because they're young and childish, and you're trying to tell them that, hey, you need to be more careful, you need to relax, you need to settle down, you need to stop doing this because people have been down this road before and it's never ended well. Of course, what happens, right? The newbie, the kid, the idiot generation that says, I know everything, I invented root beer floats, and I did this and I did that, and this new generation just doesn't get it. They have to experience everything, and the cycle continues over and over and over. You lived this cycle already. This has worried you for a long time. I don't know what it is, but in this day and age, there's a lot of worry. There's a lot of fire out there. It only takes one spark to start a fire. You know that. You're doing your best to try to prevent it, and you got people out here who don't listen. All right? And you're just like, stop. Please, don't do this. I know how it ends. I know what happens, and they don't care. They'll call you coward. They'll call you afraid. They'll call you they'll even accuse you of attacking you and all this other stuff. I mean, let's face it, the younger generation of these days kind of weak a little bit. They'd be like, brother, you don't know what an attack is. I'm being nice, and you're just taking this. You're getting your feelings hurt because I told you to be careful. We've got problems. All right, and then when they do learn, of course, what happens, right? They just they have to learn the hard way, and then their life is ruined too. King of Wands over the tower. Yeah, this is someone who definitely won't take no for an answer. I can understand your frustration. You are trying to tell the King of Wands that you need to hold back. You need to stop. You need to stop waving that wand everywhere because it's going to shoot sparks out and burn everything to the ground, and you're going to get caught in it. I'm going to get caught in it. You need to stop. But, it would be, the Page of Cups. It's a very immature energy, this tower moment. It's a very childlike energy. And this tower moment's going to expose all of that. They are going to say, hey, by the time they say you're right, it's too late. Right? They don't understand that you know what's going on. And by the time they figure it out, it's too late. I wish I would have listened. I wish I would have done. It doesn't matter. That's the kind of energy you're dealing with. Very immature, very childish, very, very young. Probably, 20, 22, 23, teenager. Somebody who thinks they know everything. And they're dumb. But they can't see it. They're too blind to understand. It would be like, let's say, sticking a key into a electric socket. You're like, don't do that. It'll hurt. I watched somebody do that once, and not only did they lose their sight and go blind and get blasted across the room, that pretty much tore up their whole family and wrecked it. Don't put that key in that thing. And I can do what I want. Metaphor, but same concept. They're playing with fire and everyone's going to get burned. And you know that. Judgment card. 6 of Wands over on this side of the tower. Yeah, this is a huge challenge for you because I think you're going to have to move on. This is a challenge of great proportion to you because you know you're right, but you're going to have to move on because you're feeling like you're at a crossroads and you've done what you said. You said what you could. And all they could see it as, you shamed me, you attacked me, you're afraid of living because you have 30 more years of experience than I do, and you know what, they just call you old and all the nasty things when you're just telling them to be careful. And you have to move on. And you got to choose you every day. 8 of Pentacles. You got to live your life. You got to do your own thing. You need to let them burn. They're never going to listen to you. They're children. They've never grown up. I would say the average, 22-year-old today is probably more like mentally 12, it feels like. Because a lot of them, they just don't get it. I mean, they can't even tell time on an analog clock most of the time. And, it's like, whose fault's that? Well, it's probably the school's fault. They didn't teach them, but they have the internet. They have infinite knowledge and resources at their fingertips, and what they use it for is TikTok videos. And it's just, they're watching the newest dance moves or, songs or whatever. Not all of them, but a lot seem that way to me. And they have no idea of what's out there. It only takes one spark to start a forest fire, right? And once that fire starts, you can't really put it out. Everybody has to suffer then. It's like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Well, it's too late then. If you just would have listened, but you know how that goes. And, yeah, painful endings. Ten of Swords. I got a feeling that this is going to come back and bite him. You were completely right to get mad about this situation, whatever it was. Told him to be careful, don't do the thing, be careful, don't post stuff on the internet like that anymore, don't do this or that, because you know what the future is, because you've lived it, you've been here before. And this is going to be a painful ending for maybe everyone involved. And that's why the Fool in the World card is here. Let it burn and move on. You tried. You did your part. You tried. But you got to remember how you were at your age. Somebody probably told you how dumb something was, and you probably did it anyway. It's a cycle. And I get it. So yeah. Take a deep breath and smile, nod, and try to stay out of it as much as possible. When it does go up, when the Ten of Swords comes a hacking away, don't be under the blade. It wasn't your ending. You didn't deserve it. Do your best to get away from it, because it's one of the Ten of Swords is the card of endings that'll just take everybody down with it. You know, it's one of the scariest cards of the minor arcana deck, because it's just a brutal ending, and it doesn't care what gets in its way. So you need to move forward, you need to move on, you need to choose yourself, and yeah, World card, Fool card, you need to start a new path if you have to. Close this one out, leave it behind, let it burn. Let this tower dirt itself, because you were dealing with a very, very mature king. The king attitude with a child's intelligence here. Child emotions, childish experience of the world. They think they're so experienced and they've seen all this stuff, and like, nah, I think your experience of a bad time is probably your favorite. McDonald's was closed when you were 8 and it traumatized you, you know? These days it doesn't seem like it's very much, does it? And they'll tell you their trauma and you're just like, oh, well, that sucks, and I wish I could have your problems. But yeah, that's exactly what you're dealing with. Probably just a sign of getting older too, you know? You're just kind of sick of all these kids and how they act and how they're very disrespectful. I mean, you know, you wouldn't do anything intentionally. If you knew it could hurt other people, you wouldn't do it, right? You'd just be like, oh, well, this is dangerous to everybody. I'm reasonable. Let's just pull back and not do that. This is the kind of energy that says, this could hurt other people, but I don't care. I'm going to live my life, and if anybody else gets caught in the crossfire, so what? Very selfish, entitled, spoiled little brat. And that's the energy you are encountering. And it made you lose your cool. All right, I'm going to show you the cards now. I've rambled on long enough. Here we go. Thank you for watching this video, and if you would like to subscribe to my channel, once again, please feel free, totally free to do so, and I try to upload every day. I hope this video helped and this reading helped, and if you lost your cool, I am completely sorry. I know how it feels. I've been there many times. All we can do is move on, and gotta let people make their own mistakes. We can't save everyone, okay? It sucks, I know, but you're dealing with a child, mentally, at least. Inexperienced, whiny, entitled, any word you want to use. That's what you're dealing with. Okay? Don't let them burn your life down, too. Get out. It's okay. Protect yourself. Good luck, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.